Welcome to the podcast Revenue Checkpoint, where we discuss how to rescue revenue. Today we have our esteemed guest Dalbir Gambhir joining us. Dalbir comes with a huge amount of experience in the subscription monetization space. He is working today in a multi-billion-dollar company responsible for their subscription monetization platforms. Looking forward to getting some insights from you, Dalbir. To kick it off, there's a huge buzz about AI these days. So I'll have my first question is, how do you see subscription industry maturing over the last few years in the age of AI?
Well, these are interesting times, definitely. While the maturity level is pretty high in sectors like entertainment and SaaS, there are emerging areas such as healthcare, education, and transportation that are showing potential for further growth. Companies are leveraging AI for personalization at scale, which drives the customer satisfaction and retention, dynamic pricing models, operational efficiencies, churn control, and the interesting one is, access-based versus outcome-based monetization these days.
Interesting. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. So next question, how can subscription business ensure accuracy in the subscription monetization to prevent revenue loss?
Ensuring billing accuracy is critical for subscription business to prevent revenue loss. So some of the best practices which companies are adopting is to invest in robust billing systems, regularly audit the billing data, implement real-time usage monitoring, and monitor some key billing metrics, so such as failed transaction rates, churn due to billing errors. So analyzing the impact of billing on retention is very important, and the revenue leakage.
How do you define revenue leakage?
Revenue leakage refers to the loss of potential revenue that business should have earned but failed to capture due to operational inefficiencies, billing errors, or system weaknesses such as discount and promotion mismanagement, payment failures, uncontrolled free trials and grace period, unmanaged subscription, plan cancellation, and downgrades. So key characteristics of revenue leakage are unintended. Revenue loss occurs without business even knowing immediately about it. Cumulative, small leaks, if unnoticed, can add up to substantial amounts over time. And they are preventable. Some causes of revenue leakage can be addressed through improved systems, processes, or oversights.
Hmm. So is detecting revenue leakage part of the agenda? In other words, do companies proactively look at detecting revenue leakage?
Not up to the level it should be. Some companies proactively work to detect and prevent revenue leakage, especially when they grow and their operations become more complex. Mostly, I've seen companies reacting to the revenue leakage events as an escalation management.
What are some early warning signs that you have seen about revenue leakage?
Identifying early warning signs of revenue leakage is critical for business to prevent long-term financial loss. I think discrepancies in financial metrics like revenue versus expected revenue, unexplained decline in ARPU. There are frequent billing complaints from customers, elevated churn rates, irregular cash flow patterns, some manual processes that you have in revenue operations, lack of system integration, and misaligned matrix around teams can contribute to some of that.
Finally, what advice can you give to companies when it comes to detecting and preventing revenue leakage?
Revenue leakage is preventable, I think, with developing the culture of proactive detection by investing in right tech-driven and customer-focused approach. Companies must integrate strong processes, leverage analytics, and stay vigilant in monitoring their revenue streams. By addressing this challenge head on, business can safeguard their profitability, enhance customer satisfaction, and achieve sustainable growth.
Thank you, Dalbir. Really appreciate your valuable insights. Thank you.
Thanks for having me. It was a pleasure to discuss these key items with you. Thank you again.
Thank you.